they regret having had their male anatomy removed. As for the females, many of the females do not know the actual cost of the hundreds of thousands of dollars it will cost to go through and actually have the physical bottom surgery. And when they are taking the cross-sex hormone, they must have their ovaries removed because there is a risk of ovarian cancer that is even higher if they don't have their ovaries removed from taking the testosterone. And when they try to fashion the fake male anatomy for the female, they literally have to skin your arm like a chicken. It looks like a chicken bone that has been cleaned. And they will remove fatty tissue from other areas of the body to get enough skin to try to fashion this fake male anatomy. And then you have to have another surgery to put a pump into that male anatomy. These women are unable to achieve an erection on their own, not to mention the botched surgeries of being unable to even urinate from the fake male anatomy. And I believe some have had to have colonoscopy bags as a result. Not to mention that when these women who are taking the excessive testosterone, many of them become very aggressive. I know many of them who have gone bald. They now have very hairy bodies. They've even had damage to their vocal cords. And I know one who used to be a singer as a female has reported that she can't even sing anymore. It has done damage to her vocal cords and her ability to sing. And so a lot of these females who realized that I'm just trying to pass, I still felt like a frog. I felt like a guinea pig. And they realized it didn't change their problems. And now they have, both the males and females have an additional onslaught of the problems of being on these cross-sex hormones and the regret of having the surgeries and all of the complications that come with it. They're so depressed and suicidal, and they feel this despair and hopelessness. And many of them are so angry because they are reporting they should have been given therapy, the right kind of counseling, instead of merely going to a counselor and after one session being told, oh, you're in the wrong body. And they give them a prescription to go and start getting fast-tracked for the cross-sex hormones, and even fast-tracked to start having the necessary surgeries. And so I think one in particular is now filing a lawsuit against the medical community because she wasn't really told the truth. These teenagers are unable to comprehend the long-term ramifications and repercussions of going down this path. And I've heard it said that many times most people, their brains don't fully develop until they are 25. And I think it is such a crime to try to pollute and poison and damage the minds of these innocent children into simply thinking they can take some pills and go in and have surgery and they can live life as someone of the opposite sex. And they are not being told the truth of the risks that are involved. And then lastly, for the Christians, when you often hear the activists say, well, if you don't support your child, they're going to kill themselves. And this is a guilt trip that is often used. And even counselors and medical people will state it as well. But I want you to know, if you look at the suicide rate amongst transgender individuals all around the world, even in Europe, places where it's very liberal and they fully support the LGBT agenda, it's the same as it is here in the U.S. The suicide rate for gays and lesbians is higher than their heterosexual counterparts, but it's even higher for the trans individuals, and you will see that across the board. So even when I was in that lifestyle and was feeling depressed and suicidal and even attempted suicide, I can see in